Forgot to mention this in the last video. Funnily enough, it gives them the ability to say, and if you ask who them are, it's pretty much everybody who's competing with me to occur onto the environment, to get what they want, to be the one who's rich, successful, happy, whatever it is everyone's going for in competition with one another. They will use the fact that I made a mistake there to claim, oh, see, they broke me again because I have a good argument. They just changed their route. They're doing this in live time. I'm telling you, that's what that shit is. Oh yeah, that's what that shit did. It cut me. Alright, whatever, I got it still. So they would use that as an opportunity to say that my making mistakes means that there's just something wrong with my overall circuitry, and it's not their choice. It's not their occurrence. It's not their cutting me off. It's the fact that there's just something wrong with me, and now it makes sense why my stuff doesn't work. We need to keep being aggressive and get rid of this. But here's what I was meant to describe as the second aspect in the other video. So pretty much there's my line of trajectory, and even though I'm not just moving in a straight line, because there are really no natural logical obstructions to my path, I just keep going. And people who are dead-ended and are using me as a relative point to try and claim that they should have what I have or life should be like this for them, they're going by the method of trying to end mine and then get on the track to replace it. Or if they can't get that, they're going for a kind of ex-girlfriend, if I can't have you, nobody can. So what they do there is they search for my track, they go into my track, and they attempt to cut it off. And they use the basic orientation bomb, which just saws through it without immediate explanation. But they always end up at a dead end anyway. It's pretty much a suicide mission. And at their dead end, they immediately go back to the beginning of their attempt because they still feel the same way. It hasn't solved any problem for them. So they're just stuck in that cycle. Now, because I've explained enough of what's happening here and why it occurred, especially because of things like this that caused it to happen, it repairs, my trajectory always repairs with the stable precedent, the facts surrounding why that is. So what this would have worked on is if I hadn't spent a year or so explaining how, why, and what happened, then this would have been able to fucking completely destroy me. But because I did, every time they say this, I've got all that structure that immediately aligns it back into being stable. But because they've limited themselves so much, they refuse to accept that and refuse to admit that it's not working anymore, other than when they physiologically attack me, which just only makes things worse. I don't know if you guys noticed that. You probably haven't because you're fucking dumb. So yeah, that was the end of it. Jeez, man.